I want $1 million.
I want $1 million.
I want the $1 million. I'm not splitting it with Yo.
What?
Whoever loses, so a second life is available. But either way, in matches this important as 23 Savage, he's going to be spotted. Fortune's End is going to hit him. And he has his shift available. Boxy going to try to block. This would be a really big kill for Liquid if they can find him.
Oh.
Very, very tanky target.
Oh.
Great job from Boxy, and the blood grenade is there. First blood for Boxy. Rubik, pretty decent though.
Yeah, I would say Rubik's kind of okay. Like the thing, if you're Pango against these supports, I don't think you care too much about them. Usually, you will see Tiny from quite far away, at least in Dane time or until he has Blink. ET as well. There's no way you're ever gonna get stomped. As Mickey taking quite a bit of beating.
Oh!
Combo
I thought he was
wombo.
going to get the time walk off, but terrific layering of spells there from the side of Talon.
Man, that was actually disgusting. The vacuum with the 3-throw right at the end towards when he wanted to time walk. What a sick kill in this lane.
We're see a slide from Makoto. But Echo Stomp is there from the other side from Ollie as Nisha getting run down. Boxy in the area, but the shield crash. Nisha wants to commit. Blood grenade on top. Makoto gets the slight though to be able to take out his mid lane
he drops the ward.
And yeah, the ward goes down, giving just enough vision for Boxy.
Oh, run it off, brother.
Bolt kill. Ollie won't even bother chasing. Gets the ward instead.
Oh, free throw.
Hey, Q. He is off to a pretty good start with these tree throws.
Then he doesn't really eat the old as. Oh, they're setting up a trap for Mr. Boxy.
Yep, he's coming for the old Wisdom Rune. Echo Stomp is there. Q. Well, he's going to get multiple TPs in help. 3 seconds away from the Wisdom Rune. Who can click faster? Ollie trying to go for it. He will get it. The Rolling Thunder comes out from Nisha, but they will be denied the Wisdom Rune. Both of which going the way of Talon, and despite Ollie done, even with this death, I think it's honestly worth it still. Both Wisdom Runes, very juicy.
If you lose one, I feel like it's fine. When you give a double, I think Liquid are probably okay with this.
The Wisdom Runes are more important.
Okay, whatever.
If you get team wiped, it's more important because you can't get the Wisdom Runes back.
Like if you're playing Pango, you kind of want to be able to fight back, but with how Talon play right now, this is just what we always see gaming gladiators do. You have the super strong Ember on Makoto.
Yeah, Nisha's used most of his spells. Still has his ult.
Can
he get it off in time? Echo Stomp going to be there as Insania. Looks like he'll get right-click down, but Nisha does get off his ult in time.
Mickey's here.
Showing up for this fight as well. He's going to try to focus on the Tiny instead as the Chrono is placed. A nice swatch is there. Q is dead. The Remnants onto the low ground is Makoto getting chased by the big bad Brood. Another Remnant out. Fade Bolt connects. The Spiders continuing to chase as ZAI
he has another slide.
finishes off, but the Flame Guard is there. So some way, somehow, Makoto lives.
Then he doesn't really eat the old as. They're setting up a trap for Mr. Boxy.
Yep, he's coming for the old Wisdom Rune. Echo Stomp is there. Q. Well, he's going to get multiple TPs in help. 3 seconds away from the Wisdom Rune. Who can click faster? Ollie trying to go for it. He will get it. The Rolling Thunder comes out from Nisha, but they will be denied the Wisdom Rune. Both of which going the way of Talon, and despite Ollie done, even with this death, I think it's honestly worth it still. It feels like his go-to in a lot
I think Oracle, Rubik are like his favorite heroes. As right now, like if you're playing Pango, you kind of want to be able to fight back, but with how Talon play right now, this is just what we always see gaming gladiators do. You have the super strong Ember on Makoto.
Yeah, Nisha's used most of his spells, still has his ult.
Can he get it
off in time? Echo Stomp going to be there as Insania. Looks like he'll get right-click down, but Nisha does get off his ult in time.
Mickey's here.
Showing up for this fight as well. He's going to try to focus on the Tiny instead as the Chrono is placed. A nice swatch is there. Q is dead. The Remnants onto the low ground is Makoto getting chased by the big bad Brood. Another Remnant out. Fade Bolt connects. The Spiders continuing to chase as ZAI
he has another slide.
finishes off, but the Flame Guard is there. So some way, somehow, Makoto lives.
I must say, that's, like, sure, maybe these supports don't really kill you if you're Pango, but Pango, hold on, Boxy.
Toss back onto the creeps, not to his team. Boxy's going to live. And Nisha going with a big shield crash, giving a lot of damage mitigation. But the vacuum back in. And Boxy,
what if he's damage here?
But Nisha assassinated from 23 Savage, who shows up out of nowhere. And Talon all over the place right now. Doesn't matter what hero it is. Feels like it's a 5-man wrecking crew roaming all across the map. But It's not like the win-loss is horrible by any stretch.
Still a great hero. Morph just it's hard for you to man up against Morph later, and Darkseer auras and so on makes it hard too, as Talon are kind of around here, but so are Liquid.
Spiders going down quickly to this Ion Shell from Jabs. Gonna get rooted up. Nisha there with his newly picked up Diffusal, but the chain's gonna stop his ult in his track as Mickey gets off the Chronosphere. They're able to delete the Darkseer.
Good save.
False Promise saving Nisha for the time being. Is he taking too much damage? There's a big swash onto the Morphling, but they do find Nisha in the end through the False Promise and all that juiciness. Mickey just barely getting out with that Time Walk. Gets a respectable amount of HP on top, but he's going to get dropped either way because the rest of Talon were waiting for him. And now ZAI in a sticky situation, trying to get one kill on the way out, but he's not going to find it. So double kill for 23 Savage. They only lose their Darkseer, and they get all the cores on Liquid. So much damage done. Jab's pretty good person to
this is where Liquid could look to punish, right? You know your Darkseer TP'd bottom.
Yeah, Mickey, he finds Q. Q's going to get the toss-up. Swash not going to hit, but you have to think they'll be able to eventually get this.
That's a big kill.
Yeah, it does expend the Rolling Thunder, though. Doesn't look like they'll find anything on top of that. Echo Stomp does find Nisha, but...
Nice job by Insania. Wakes him up with the damage.
Out. Nisha trying to force some things out. Nice swashbuckle with a big vacuum coming in, but not a lot of follow-up from the side of Talon.
Oh, ZAI in the back. What?
ZAI popping his BKB.
They're looking on Jabs in the top lane for now. They're eyeing him. There's a Chrono. The Defiant Shell.
Okay. You don't see that every day. Q comes in, trying to save his team, but the BKB from ZAI will save him as Mickey, by using that Chrono, will try to Time Walk away. 23 Savage.
He can try to bash him.
Yep. The bash does connect through the BKB of Mickey, but he Time Walks away again, but that's a counter Time Walk from 23 Savage into the waveform, and they finally get a punish onto the side of Liquid. Going for the nullifier that you suggested earlier. That's the one.
They're looking for something.
During this
Mass
cast.
TPs.
Yeah, they're going to get the punch off with the vacuum wall. ZAI popping the BKB, trying to get some health back thanks to the Insatiable Hunger, going towards the south of the map now.
He cannot live.
But eventually, I would think he gets brought down, and indeed, the bug... Well, it's not a bug. I was going to say bug has been squashed. It is an arachnid. Very powerful item.
It's still good enough for him to like dispel everything that's around. Some lucky shot, time dilation, Silken Bola as well. Yeah. I think like all this mischance is just super annoying for you to play into.
This time Liquid in the general area. Boxy getting some... Echo Stomp.
They need Jabs in this fight. He's going to have to travel up here.
I have Echo Stomp for this. Is Mickey glimmer back out. They get vision of the amount of HP that Roche has, and again, Talent, it's not like they're
look at Liquid, they're being so annoying. ZAI is pushing mid and they're just playing the time.
They actually popped the fortification. They use the normal punch as well. The BKB from ZAI. Will he focus on the hero or the Rax is the question. Back to the Rax it goes.
Mickey.
Meanwhile, the other side of the map, Mickey gets a Chronosphere onto 2, while 23 Savage is trying to focus on the supports, but Nisha gets off his ultimate. Doing a lot of control here, but the Rax are going to go down as ZAI getting basically the second set. Meanwhile, this fight continues. Nisha getting perma-stun after perma-stun onto 23 Savage. Finally, the waveform away. Mikoto getting swashbuckled. The Searing Chains is there onto him. Great steal from the Rubik.
Who cares about any of this?
3 dead, and ZAI completes the 2 sets of Rax.
ZAI killed the Rax and Jabs.
Yeah, he is owning. Dude, absolute ownage from ZAI.
This guy's playing some custom game, and he's beating it on easy mode.
And now finally Liquid will be the ones to get the Aegis Cheese and Refresher. Looks like they want to defend this tier 2 tower. They don't want Liquid to be in the base. There's the Avalanche toss.
Vacuum
the
punch.
Disruption is Jabs trying to control Mickey, but Time Walks most of the damage out. Meanwhile, Nisha getting off his ult.
Mikoto, ping pong.
Trying to find Mikoto, but he cannot. So many remnants away as Insania is the target. He's going to have to false promise himself as 23 Savage stuck amidst a lot of members of Liquid. Aegis down. Nisha inside his roll-up right now. He's getting a lot of damage taken by this Brood.
He missed the Chrono!
Savage destroys Insania. Mickey completely whiffs on the Chronosphere.
He has a refresher shard.
Fire onto 23 Savage. The Time Walk away. And Nisha ends up dropping, so it's a 2 for nothing. And I think if Talon knew this,
Talon
they would
already
take
with
the fight
sword
immediately. Rapier's next on list, apparently. We'll talk about that in just a moment. ZAI pops the BKB, getting up the fire onto Jabs. Nice swashbuckle from Nisha. Gets off his ult as well, but the Chronosphere's there on his teammate. Do they have the damage to actually kill anybody inside? Q's going to be fighting his Force Staff to the low ground. Meanwhile, there's another fight over here. Mikoto getting super low. They kill ZAI, the monster of this game. It's a 1-for-1, but it's only a support down for Talon. Buybacks for both heroes that are dead right now. 23 Savage getting the bash.
He refreshes Chrono.
Yep, it's going to be an instant sheep, though. as 23 Savage gets off the Manta, and Nisha in that roll-up ends up stunning 23 Savage as a result. Now 23 trying to get something more out of it. Here comes Makoto with a huge slight into Searing Chains. Boxy gets False Promise. Likely will die shortly after as the Eon Disc procs on Titania. Big vacuum comes out. Second chrono of the fight. Mickey finds the Elder Titan. And we can see that Morphling getting pretty damn low on HP, but now the attribute shift comes into play. Many buybacks to come as well. Reign of Destiny onto Mickey, will not take any damage as a result. Also has his 25 talent, the Fate's Edict still applied, but that will be the end of the reign of 23 Savage. Does have buyback, we'll see if he expends it, but Makoto, he ends up going down. Triple kill for Mickey, 3 dead for Talon at the current point in time. Somehow Nisha survives throughout all this. I have no idea Liquid trying to force some buybacks in. We can see that Talon has all the buybacks available for these heroes that are dead. They expend one. Makoto trying to be a little bit greedy to see if he can be enough to defend. There's the toss back into the buyback, but ZAI gets off his BKB. It's all the buybacks coming out from Talon now. As the BKB picked up by the Morphling. 23 Savage not
on ZAI, no BKB
here. Focusing on ZAI. Can he get out? He's gonna get False Promise, but this is so much physical damage to withstand. And ZAI might be blowing up, but gets the Insatiable Hunger off. Will that be enough? No. Dead for 2 full minutes.
They're going for more. They're going for
now
more.
On the run. Mickey gets off his BKB, but he's completely out of mana. Gets bashed up by the 23 Savage Void Spirit. Well, onto the high ground they go. Nisha and Mickey. Mickey's gonna get Avalanche. The Fate's Edict doing a little bit for him, but he eventually will drop. So a nice defense from Talon. And see if they can force a buyback onto the side of Liquid. But of course, ZAI is without one.
Punch.
Nisha
steal the rune.
Normal punch. We'll take the shield rune. Avalanche.
Double avalanche.
Double avalanche. Beautifully done. Swashbuckle onto the high ground.
Nice lift
there, but nice lift defensively used. As Nisha with the roll up, getting the shield crash. Gets off the swashbuckle onto the low ground as well. They have so much chase on the side of Talon. You are not getting away from him this time. As 90 seconds of no Nisha as well. No Rapier.
No Rapier indeed. That state is still pretty damn good as we have a lot of TP.
Oh, Nisha. He's gonna get spotted. He's gonna get spotted here as Mickey jumps in, getting the bash off with the Chronosphere onto the Morphling. Makoto onto the backline. He goes as Nisha's working pretty low, but he gets off his Rolling Thunder. 23 Savage getting controlled. I think that was the Wind Waker used on him. As Boxy now attempting to run away, but they lost Makoto. Does have tons of remnants back, like you said, his Nullifier applied to 23 Savage. There goes Makoto, he instantly gets hexed into the swashbuckle. Nisha trying to get some damage applied to him, and finally BKB comes out as the Void looks to be dead. So many remnants to work with for Makoto.
ZAI?
Buybacks galore for Liquid. ZAI takes a tumble, has the buyback still intact. This is all about trading buybacks. And that's a scary thing when you're going against an Ember, especially with this shard. You have so many remnants to work with. Yeah, but Nisha can swashbuckle every 3 seconds, it feels like. Continuing to get bashes every time. Gaben is smiling upon him right now. Range Rax is dead. Of course, just losing one Rax is not that big of a deal. His initiation from Q is completely stopping his track. As Mickey jumping in as well. The Chronosphere onto 3. They're going to be able to kill the Tiny with the Eon Disc procs onto Darkseer. Jabs. Trying to get some help from 23 Savage. Finally turns it into the Void. Trying to take out Insanity, but another
holy shit, 23!
Taking so much damage. The False Promise is right there, right outside the fountain. He should be able to live as a result. And 23 Savage, Nisha getting his second ult off, it looks like. Swashbuckling on the other side of the wall as he's pursued, and he's blocked in now by 23 Savage. A huge slide, and Nisha dead for 2 full minutes. But into the fountain, 23 Savage goes. He's controlled for the time being, but he uses the time out again. A lot of damage back as Boxy, still gonna live some way, somehow. And 23 Savage time walks back to the tier 3. A nice toss back. ZAI being brought back into the fray as Makoto pops his BKB.
23 Savage, he doesn't care.
You can see their base is actually dying on the other side as well, but it's just to creep most of the focus here from the side of Talon on these buildings. And you can see
ZAI's
damage being applied on the other side. How close is he? If the Ancient is fully exposed, can they outpush the Brood? Brood only has an half TP. The cancels of the TPs. Can they kill the Ancient? God. No way! Talon, you better be careful because ZAI's coming for your bait. And he's gonna win game 1. Oh my goodness!
Are you serious?
He has 0 reaction. He is completely dead inside. He just won Liquid game number 3, and they stay in the upper bracket. Holy shit! How do you win that game? Unbelievable.
Holy
Everybody's super excited, except for ZAI. and TALON, obviously, as that was absolutely heartbreaking.